As usual, as always, I think is more like it. We had a Zoom session yesterday, and you never know what's going to happen here. Let's see if the sound's working. Yesterday, and yes, it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. And, I'm supposed to do this over here, but I didn't. I'm supposed to do the cam first. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about the upcoming webinar. This is going to be a teaching session, okay? It's not the crazy news and all the other stuff I try to do to have some fun. It's going to be teaching you about the economics of any marketing program, but especially about mail because it's easier to understand. Okay, so we're gonna teach you the 7 questions that you need to ask for every marketing campaign. And big companies like American Express and Deluxe Check use these questions for every marketing campaign. It's kind of funny. It's kind of how I got started as a data guy, even though I was more in creative than data at the beginning. So anyway, let's dig into the news. I'm going to talk about self-mailers today, and here's a good one. I really like it. Oops, this is not the one. This is the one over here. Let's start with this one.
Promotions and verticals as well. I could totally see the pocket holding a more elaborate. Hey, it's Trish, and this is Fold of the Week, a show where I share powerful print marketing ideas to help you achieve success on any budget. Well, if you're looking to increase response rates for mail, one of the simplest strategies you can use is to go big. Studies show that oversized envelopes have the highest average response rate at about 5%. So today's featured format is an impossible to overlook oversized envelope mailer with an interesting automated production story. Let's take a closer look. The envelope was printed, die-cut, and converted to a 9x9 finish size. You can see the contrast between the dull and gloss varnishes, which really makes the printed areas pop. The enclosure is also nicely.
I love spot varnish, I have to say. I don't know if you can see that, but these dots are shiny varnish, and then the area around it is flat varnish. What you do is you run it through once to varnish it, and then once to spot varnish it, or something, or you leave the dots out. There's a couple of ways. Or you don't varnish, and that's a little less expensive.
Oversized with bold typography and a continuation of the varnish effects. When you open it up, there's one more insert to discover tucked in a simple glued pocket. This piece was produced entirely in line through automation.
And notice who's in here. Twitch, Amazon, Verizon, all the digital marketers are in a mailer, okay? And now there's an insert to give you more information.
The pocket carrier was printed, cut, plow folded, and glued, and then through a specialized process called a double cutoff, the insert was simultaneously cut to a smaller dimension, folded and placed into the pocket, all in one pass at super high speeds on a web press.
Okay, did you catch that? This is what's exciting about it, is it's a big wide piece of paper that includes that would make a great greeting card, format right there. And the whole thing is folded up, is run, cut, folded, and glued into this mailer format, and probably tacked over here, and or tabbed, and all done at high speed. Amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Okay, that's enough of that. So anyway, let's get over to the. We've got another article by Summer Gould. And I'm going to have to try and find that. Thankfully, I didn't hit the wrong button and stop the show. I do that regularly. Okay, so here's Summer. Fun, direct marketing, direct mail fun with self-mailers. And she says they're so versatile. And you can fold them in lots of different ways. All of that's true. It's really true. But there's a couple of things in here I learned from Summer that I hadn't thought about. Okay, consumers seem to like self-mailers. Also they're very inexpensive because they're basically like printing a big sheet of paper if you find the right printer who doesn't have to rebuild their entire print production to do your self-mailer. So what you want to do is you want to talk to printers and see what their formats are that they've already got. See what the die cuts are, see what the perfs are, see what these kinds of things they've already done them. They have them on the shelf. They can put them in place for you. That's the way to do a cost-effective self-mailer. But consumers like self-mailers, but businesses tend to sort through the mail, and they can spot that as junk mail a lot quicker because it's obviously not a personal message, right? So with businesses, you might do better with a number 10 that looks like a bill or looks like a check or something like that. Another thing is have great images. You notice that the Verizon mailer didn't have great images. It wasn't really engaging. They were trying to get you on curiosity, and the spot varnishes were supposed to help. But really, great images would be a really, really good idea because they could have put it bold and big on that first page. So if you don't have good ones, skip doing a self-mailer. That might have been the good advice for that mailing. Tear-offs. When you have a tear-off section like a coupon for your customer to use or keep. Coupons is great. We're going to go to another video by Trish shortly. Sharing. A self-mailer is great to get shared, passed around by friends and family. Okay, special folds. You can do all kinds of fun, unique pieces. That was what we were showing you just before. And you can make a big impact with the holiday with coupons, cutouts, stickers, and more inside your self-mailer. Like I said, that one that Trish just showed would be, I'm not on the right page here. Bonk. There we go. Now here's all the stuff. And again, these articles are always available on WDMA shortly after the show. So you can get all the marked up version. Anyway, the maximum letter size is 6 by 10 by 10 and 10.5. So that mailer I just showed you, which was 9 by 9, would probably have to pay extra for that. I don't know all these rules. There's a lot of rules, and they change. Paper stock, you may want to use something thicker than 80-pound text weight. You really want some kind of a postcard stock, cover stock, card stock. They call them all those things. There's a ratio to get the best postage. You might want to make sure that the fold gives you the proper mail panel for your address. And you got to know what kind of tabs and glue placement that you're going to use. So it's a very creative thing you can do with self-mailers. And she says, try a fold panel from an 18 by 27 sheet, which is a lot of times a press size of 18 by 27 or 27 by 36. And you can cut it down to 6 by 9. There's all kinds of ideas you can have for self-mailers. Get in touch with Summer. She knows all about this stuff. Here's another one that I thought was here. She references this article, and this was a nice one. TGI Fridays for coupons. And this is the basic print format. So they die cut around this and probably at the same time perf out the 3 coupons. And we have a video for you over here, a video, and we just have to make sure I hit the right button, and we go over here to this, and now you can see this from Trish. Look at that. It looks like a greeting card kind of size format. I thought it would be bigger, but this is exactly the same piece. See that? And the coupons fold out. And what I like about the die cut is that it makes it clear that they are perfed and that they're meant to be torn off. That's something that sometimes in self-mailers it's not clear what, there's a line that I skipped in that article. It says that makes a memorable experience. Yeah, sometimes you can't get them open, and that's kind of frustrating. But here, look at that nice perf. Works really well. You might have been better off perfing it on the fold right there, but since it's folded to the interior, here's another version of that. So don't forget the self-mailer, especially good for traffic building and also not for format tests, but for offer tests. It's especially good for offer tests because you can vary the exterior or vary the offer on the interior and really see the impact of the coupons or the extra or the headline or that kind of thing. And if you do it inline on a digital press, you can vary that extremely easily and get something really solid to bank on, which then you roll out to your digital media. Everybody wants to test everything in digital, but you don't know who didn't see it, or you don't know who saw it and didn't engage. Whereas in direct mail, everybody has to touch it, Everybody has to look at it. No, not everybody. The decision maker in the household has to touch it and look at it and then decide if it's going to go in the trash or it's going to go on the coffee table. Have a great day. Like and share. Your friends will know you're smart. Bye-bye.